Hello, lovely soul. Welcome to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. So here on my channel, we like to embrace the chaos that's going on within us. Because if it's going on within us, then we're definitely seeing it in our environment. So if you're dealing with something or a situation with someone outside of you, okay, just know you need to sit with yourself, because there's something within you that's trying to deliver a message to you, trying to get you to see something. So, you know the rules of tarot. You take what resonates, you leave what does not. Flip it, switch it, stick it. We don't force anything to fit in any type of way, right? Okay, so let me ask you. Are you dealing with somebody that just seems to misinterpret everything that you say? There's like a communication breakdown. No matter what you say, they don't seem to hear. But there's a need to be heard. You feel like you need this person to understand. It comes from a child wound. And that child wound is when you were younger, when you were, growing up, you were hushed. You were told to basically be seen and not heard from. Or to be seen, yeah, that's it. That's the saying. Anyways. Let's see what the message is about if you're dealing with someone like that. Just like you're trying to get them to see something. They're not trying to take accountability for their role. It's not that you're not trying to take accountability for your part, but I don't feel like you really honestly did much. This would be somebody from your past that possibly put you in a third-party situation multiple times. They lied and manipulated, some kind of double energy attached to it, some kind of codependency. This person is very toxic. I'm sorry. I feel like the message at this time is you need to protect yourself. Don't think too much about it. Four Swords in reverse. Don't think too much about it. Right now, it's a little fresh. The communication breakdown, the differences, the argument, the disagreement, whatever it is for you, is a little much. It's too fresh. Yeah. Seeing the Ten of Pentacles with the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Let's see what else comes out. We have Temperance. Temper yourself, baby. Temper yourself. Yeah. Yeah, you need to block this because the divine, you need to heal. Heal from some kind of internal conflict that you're having associated with this. You possibly could have thought that this would have been a connection with someone that you could have had a Ten of Cups with. You could have had emotional fulfillment within the connection. This doesn't have to be a love relation. This could be just a friend group. Because someone could, if this isn't a love relationship and a third party, this could be just someone that, a friend that you have in a friend group that you're just having a disagreement, who will go to the other members of that friend group and just be talking and creating disturbances, putting thoughts in others' heads. So just be patient with yourself. We have the Nine of Wands. Looks like your resilience is going to pay off in something. Ace of Cups in the reverse. You're being blocked from bringing love back to the connection. And it's creating more drama. I can see that. So you're stressed out about it. We have an Empress. This could stress you out. It could be involving a mother. You're blocking the connection. You're blocking bringing love to the connection. It's stressing this Empress energy out. Whoever this Empress energy, this could be, like I said, a mother. Or this could be struggling to birth a new beginning within the relationship, within the connection. And it's causing some hang-ups. Tell me about this Five of Wands. High Priestess. I understand that you think you know in your heart of hearts if you could just get this person to see your point of view, but they're not going to. They're looking at an old, outdated version of you, and I don't feel like this person has done much changing, so therefore they're pulling you out. There's it, yeah. You secretly want to be able to see eye to eye with this person. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to take some time. A lot of healing has to be done in order to be able to feel emotionally fulfilled in that. So you're not going to be able to birth a new beginning with this individual. It's just not possible, especially if this person hasn't even done any spent any time on their own to self-reflect on the situation. And judging by the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords, it's not going to happen anytime soon. It is going to require a lot of strength and courage to, like, there's an obsessive energy of trying to get this person to see, get this person to understand your part, to hear you out. But I feel like you need to sit with yourself and ask yourself, why is it so important that this person hear your side? Why do you feel the need to have this person hear your side or hear where you're coming from? Because if this person truly wanted to, they could, but they're not trying to hear it. So they don't want to heal the situation, and that's because they're not healed themselves. Yeah. You're needing to, the strength to take action, to work through this, to be able to see forward past this wound. Queen of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. You'll be able to. You'll be able to. It's just you're going to have to set your emotions aside. You're going to have to set your feelings aside and really understand why it is that, I mean, who is this person to you? I mean, I don't know who this person is to you. Who is this person to the collective? Justice. You're trying to balance something from way back when with this person. It's like some kind of karmic justice is being served here. Looks like on a King of Wands, yeah. Huh. Okay, so this person is someone that you opened your heart up to. It was a King of Wands energy, fly by night, run around sticking his staff in anything and everything they could. And something changed drastically, and now one is pained from it. So you're wanting karma. So you're wanting justice in the situation. You're wanting some kind of justification, some kind of understanding, because there's lack of closure in it. because you were open to having a connection with this individual, and this person chose the same thing they've always chose. But you knew going into that connection, you knew going into that there was a possibility that this person hadn't changed. So I feel like you're sitting with the energy, and you are understanding the fact. That's why you're showing me Empress here. Okay. High Priestess. Yeah, you intuitively knew that there was a possibility this person hadn't changed, wasn't going to change. Struggled with it. And I hate to say it. But this person's a narcissist through and through. They can't take accountability. A narcissist is someone that can't take accountability for their own actions. They shift blame everything on everyone else. They gaslight. They make up stories. They try to convince you, okay? And when you've gone through the amount of healing that you've gone through, they can't do those things anymore. So it pisses them the hell off. So I'm getting a super empath. Ooh. Super empath. Oh. So there is justice. Because a super empath is the only one that can deliver any kind of justice to a narcissist. Interesting. So let me ask you, are you really, deep down, are you really triggered by this? No, possibly not. Yeah, I can kind of feel like it. There's a lot of back and forth energy. One minute I feel good about this, and then the next minute I feel like it's not. So you're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's why the divine is saying, hey, steer your thinking somewhere else. Think about something else, whatever else. Meditate. Get away from it. Don't be spending any time, because there's no healing in this situation. There's nothing else to see with that Four Swords in the reverse. There's nothing else to see. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. No. Eight of Cups. It's time to bounce, baby. Keep on walking. The Hangman. You're not understanding why you couldn't bring this in, but it wasn't meant for you to bring in. That's the thing of it. Unfortunately, even if you're wanting some kind of romantic interest, or you had some kind of love for this individual in any way, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic. You could just have love for this person. There was a lesson in it for you as well. What is the lesson for the collective? Queen of Swords. Death card. High Priestess. Well, it was an activation. Yes. You're no longer the Queen of Swords. You're no longer someone that is harsh with their words. You're factual. You speak the truth. You deliver the truth. You're a seer. Okay. But it was to transform you into the High Priestess. This activated your third eye. You may not see that, but you could be experiencing changes within your vision, changes within your intuition is like really it's really heightened at this time. Everything's on point. It doesn't matter. It's like you see things before they happen. Whereas before you probably had to work at it. You had to really meditate and sit down with the energy. Now it's like automatic response. You're in High Priestess energy. And it's like everything you say just starts lining up. Bam, 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 bam. So, yeah, it was just an activation, baby doll. That's all it was. It just needed to be activated. Ace of Cups. Six of Wands. The reason why it was activated, It's because you chose to love yourself more. This was a very, very intense soul bond that you had with this individual. They come in to teach you something. Well, you've been successful. They taught you how to love yourself, if nothing else. Nothing else. They damn sure taught you that. What's this? Oh, tell me more, tell me more. You're bringing this person to their knees. Oh, yes, I just seen the devil. Yep. Oh, yeah, they have to accept. There's nothing they can do. They can't get around it. They have to accept. They acted impulsively. They acted in a way that they shouldn't have acted. They done something that they shouldn't have done. And, well, the thing of it is, so this person got away with just, I feel like the communication lines were down. Like, they didn't communicate a lot. It's giving the energy like they can do and they can come and go and do as they please, but you better keep them in mind and keep them in tabs and let them know what you're doing and how you're doing it and who you're doing it with. But they're not going to give you the same. They ain't going to do the same. No, it's hush hush. It's none of your business kind of energy. Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Well, there you go. You're off to have a new beginning. You learned the lesson. You taught what you needed to taught, and you're off. You're like done with it. This person's learning a lesson. Definitely learning a lesson when it comes to heartbreak. Because the moment you separate from this individual, oh yeah, they're going to feel it. The minute you detach your energy, it's going to come in like a ton of bricks. They aren't going to know what hit them. They aren't going to know what hit them. So yeah, it was just the person coming back into your hemisphere just to get you activated. Because, like I said, you were you had some kind of connection with this person in the past, and it was a very important connection. They started possibly your spiritual awakening. Four Wands. The Four Wands is the TF. I don't like that word. I don't like it. I don't like using it. So, very important soul bond. I'm good with that. I'm good with yeah. Because that's putting too much weight on something that was so toxic. This is toxic. Yeah, it was get you to realize what you thought was a dream of yours was built out of fear. So when you connected with this individual at the time that you connected with it, like I said, they sparked some kind of spiritual awakening within you. You were in a place that you needed validation. You were in a place that you didn't feel loved. You were in a place that you sought out individuals, like-minded individuals. Well, this isn't a like-minded individual anymore, sweetheart. You aren't on the same vibrational frequency. No. You love yourself. This person does not. This person is learning from you how or what love to the self looks like, how to self-love themselves. I love myself more than connecting to this. I love myself more than dealing with this. If you think that's the appropriate way to handle a relationship or to be in a connection with someone, is you can come and go and do as you please and say whatever you want, and I have to buy it all, but at the same time, you're not. It's not that. It's because you're not that kind of person. So you're not one that's trying to do and be sly and try to hide things. This person is very deceptive. Very freaking deceptive. And they do it on purpose. For their own gratification. And then they don't understand why they're so miserable and why life sucks. Well, life sucks because you go around thinking it's okay to treat people the way you treat people. You can't treat people like that. You can't expect somebody to want to be... Yeah, they cannot see it. They don't recognize it. They don't realize they're in the middle of a tower. They think they're going to come out on top of it. No, that's not the case at all. They're not going to come out on top of it. You can't come out on top of a tower. They don't realize this tower moment was meant for them. And a little bit towards you. Yep. I don't know, whatever kind of addiction or whatever kind of attachment that they have, it's preventing them from seeing anything. They can't see it. They're not realizing this tower moment is what's sealing the deal. The Hermit. It was an opportunity for this individual to heal themselves or to see how to heal the situation. They couldn't do that. They couldn't see past the end of their nose. They were very spiteful. Because their lies and manipulation. You're a high priestess. They can't lie and manipulate on you no more. I feel like you were telling them things that they ain't going to own up to. Hell no. They ain't going to own up to it. Yep. It was an opportunity for them to heal some kind of emperor energy. And it ain't a good emperor. Not with the cards out here. This is not a good energy. This is someone that tries to manipulate, that does things for their self and not for others, for the betterment of everyone, because that's what an emperor does. An emperor sees their fault and owns their fault and does something to correct their fault. They don't dance around it and hide from it and run the other direction. That's not what an emperor does. They don't manipulate and lie and try to tell you things that aren't true. An emperor will take accountability for where they effed up, and they will do an internal reflection on themselves, on the situation. They don't squash it to just squash it for squashing its squash sakes. They come to you and they do what is correct as far as healing that situation. This person is not doing that. They are not doing that. They don't realize what they've done to themselves. They don't see it. I'm sorry, they just don't see it. And yep, they're missing out on an opportunity to heal themselves from possibly a father wound. 9 of Wands in the reverse. Blocked. They're being blocked now. Look at there. Buying an Empress. You babes. Because you manifesting. This person feels like they were left out. We have the 5-5 here. 5 of Pentacles underneath the 5 of Cups. This person feels like they were left out, like you let them dirty. But what they're not seeing is that you brought a tower to the way they manipulated you because they didn't value you as the way they should. They didn't value the connection with you as they should have. You value yourself. You're showing me Empress. Blocked. You blocked this Emperor because you love yourself. You're not going to accept, yeah. See? They had something that was solid. You would have been a solid individual. Someone they could have counted on. Someone that would have been there for them. Would have loved them. Would have helped them. Would have been a great asset to everything they had going on in life. You learned your lesson. You're committed. You're committed to the truth. And that's what you are. Your commitment to the truth is what's got this person in the situation they're in. You probably would have been in a vicious cycle with this individual over and over and over and over again had you not committed yourself to wanting to understand the self, to heal the self, to love the self, to actually have love, to feel that unconditional love. This person wants it, but doesn't want to do the work for it. This person wants you to give it, but doesn't want to give it in return. This person doesn't like the way it makes them feel, but they want it. Well, keep dreaming, babe. Keep dreaming. Because the collective is thinking, has thought long and hard on this. And babe, you've got life all messed up if you think the collective is going to continue to give into this. Blocked. 7 of Wands. This Queen of Pentacles is standing their ground. Standing up for what they believe in. And honey, that's why they ain't feeling no pain. That's why it's not bothering them. They're protected. I see they have the guard up. Yeah. There ain't no coming back from this. Nope. Ain't no coming back from this. That cycle's being closed out. You can't lie and manipulate this person and do them dirty. Nope, not no more. Because the collective just going to pick up stock and go on down the road. I mean, there's nothing here. I mean, why would you want to plant roots here? Let's go somewhere else where things aren't so imbalanced and so chaotic. Because you can't. It doesn't matter what you do. You'll never be able to bring love to the situation because this person only wants to make you feel stuck. That's all they want. And they're burdened by the fact that they can't. So it's causing internal conflict. Look, King and Queen of Wands. There's the High Priestess. Yeah. You intuitively knew this person was going to do dirty, though. You didn't want to believe it. And that's okay. I mean, you want to look for the best in individuals. And that's alright. But you got to learn to use discernment to where you're not using your energy and wasting it on individuals that... So I feel like this person could have came to you and they had somebody on the side, or they were already lying and manipulating about another situation, and you kind of knew that because you were a seer at that point. The point you're at right now, your intuition's popping. It's on fire. There's no getting around it. This person cannot do anything to penetrate your mind and get you in that Eight of Swords energy. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they do. So they got no choice but to realize. And they're going to realize because there's something this is some kind of truth that was spoken. They're going to know their truth. They be going to know it. They be going to know it. Alright, lovelies. Well, I do hope this helps. So, until we meet again, toodaloo.